Hi, my name is David Carrico and welcome to this overview of the Cheetahstand CheetahLight CL-360. And this is the CL-360 right here. As you can tell, this is a bare bulb flash which gives you some nice light spread. This is a 300 watt second flash, so very powerful. I think most speed lights are around 50 watt seconds, possibly up to a little bit higher, like 75 or so. But this is 300, so a lot of good power out of this flash. Now, it does not have its own power source. There is no battery compartment here, and so you do need a power supply yourself, which I'll get to in a second. But first, I want to cover the items that come in the box with the CL-360. One is it does come with the bulb itself. It also comes with this reflector that has a diffuser on front. You can always take that off just to give yourself a straight reflector. And you put that on. It's got a connector system. You just slide that over the bulb, and it's got a tensioning screw right here to lock that in. And so that's how you get the reflector on. They also have a number of other accessories that I'll show a few of those in a few minutes. Also coming in the box is a little carrying case, and then also, as you'll notice, this comes with a speedlight foot, and that makes it nice because it fits a lot of your different accessories that you already have for your speedlights. But if you'd rather have a tripod socket on the bottom rather than a speedlight foot, it does come with this extra base that has a tripod socket in it. So you just replace this whole bottom portion with this accessory, and you have a flat base then. So that comes in the package, and then it also comes with this little stand that you can use on the foot as well. And then the last thing is it comes with a cord to connect it to a power source. Now, as I mentioned, you do need your own power source. I bought my CL-360 in a kit from Cheetahstand, and it came with the lithium 4500 battery pack, and then also the CL-TX triggering system. So I'll show you each of those, starting with the power pack. So this has a power pack as well as the battery on the bottom, and that just slides off, slides back on, and the power cord actually plugs into the battery itself. So you can be charging, if you have an extra battery, you can go off and use the extra battery with the power pack itself while you're charging your original battery, and then you're good to go. It does come with the cable, obviously, to charge the batteries, and it's fairly simplistic. It just has a red light for when it's charging and a green light for when it's charged. And I think extra batteries, as of the time of making this video, are around $90 or so. And then last, as I mentioned, the CL-TX triggering system, and the receiver here that plugs into this USB port on the side of the flash. You just plug it in and it's good to go. The nice thing about this trigger is it gets its power from the USB connector, so it doesn't actually have any batteries to replace in it. So it's nice that it's a pretty simple trigger there. And then the triggering system, you can put that on top of your camera, or there's other ways to connect it, which I'll actually cover in another video that I'm going to make in using this 360 with this triggering system alongside the Yongnuo 622N triggering system. So you can mix and match triggering systems a bit. But this is really nice in the sense that it allows you, this is a manual flash, by the way, it's not a TTL flash. It does support high-speed sync, but it is a manual flash, so you either have to go up to the flash and use the control panel on the back to change the power, or if you have this triggering system, you can keep this in your pocket or on top of your camera and control the power settings from this trigger. So that's a really nice feature. Other connectors on this flash, you have sync connectors, so you have a PC sync connector and a 3.5 millimeter connector, and then on the other side is the power connector. Now the power pack, the 4500 power pack, it has actually 2 ports on it, and you can actually buy accessories that allow you to split these so you can actually connect up to 4 flashes, or you can actually buy one that combines, which actually I'll show you in a few minutes, that allows you to combine these and reduce your cycle time. But I'll show you the recycle time right now. The nice thing about these ports is there are locks on here, so as you stretch this cable, it doesn't not pull out of the power pack. And you just connect the other side into the flash itself. And turn on the power. It has 4 LEDs that show you the amount of power that's left, so I have 100% power, and then there's an indicator for each side, and it lights up if you're using that port. So I have my left port here is lit up, and my right is not. It powers up the control panel back here, and I can start to change that. I'm going to set it to full power, so it's at 1:1 full power now. I'm going to fire off a test shot just to show you how long it takes to recycle. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5. So about a little over 4 seconds that time. I usually get between 3 and 4 seconds, but it looked like it was a little over 4 seconds with the speed that I was counting there. Now I'm going to take it down to 1/2 power and fire off. 1 1000, 2 1000. So not quite 2 seconds at half power. Now I'll go ahead and show you use of the combiner cable. Actually, I'll keep that plugged in, which is right here. And that basically reduces in half your recycle time, which makes sense since you're doubling the amount of ports. But just to show you that that is indeed the case. Still shows full power, and now it's showing both ports are active. I got, let me put this back up to full power, and we'll fire a test shot. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3. So a little over 2 seconds by the speed at which I was counting. Let's just, for good form, take it down to 1/2 power. 1 1000, not even 1 second there. So it gives you an indication of how quickly it recycles. The other thing of how much power does this each battery contain? I haven't fully tested it myself, but I do read that you get about 400 full power pops. So obviously you get a lot more when you use less than full power with this flash. And then you can also buy other accessory cables. So here's a Nikon accessory cable that you can hook up your Nikon or Canon flashes to this power pack, and with a 910, my understanding is you get about 1800 full power pops. So pretty powerful. And then, like I said, you can buy extra battery packs to keep in case you do have a full day of shooting and are worried about exceeding that capacity. So as far as accessories go, I already showed you the reflector that comes with it. There's also snoots that are available. You can actually, if you have a spare bulb that you're keeping, there's this bulb protector that you can buy, or you can just use one end to protect your bulb while it's on the flash. So that's nice. And then they also have a beauty dish, a collapsible beauty dish that you can plug in there, and just uses that same connector. So that's nice. And I've seen online, I believe they also have a hard beauty dish as well available. Just some other nice features. There is you not only have the foot on the bottom that you can use to put on top of light stands, but you can also, there's a tripod socket, so you can you know, screw in a stud there and use that as the connector for the light stands. So you have a couple of different options in using it on your light stand there. So overall, it feels very solid. It's actually, from a sizing perspective, actually, I'm going to show you that. I have a 910 here on top of a Yongnuo 622N, and from that perspective, you know, it's roughly the same size once you have the trigger on the bottom of the 910. It is heavier than the 910, but it is, as I mentioned, with the 300 watt seconds, it's a lot more powerful than the most powerful Canon or Nikon flashes. In the shooting that I've done, and I'll show you an example shot or two of a shot, you know, and give you the settings at the 910 at full power and the power setting that is on the 360. And what I've seen is you get about roughly 2 stops greater than the 910 with the 360. And that may not seem like a lot, but you know, each stop is double the amount of light. So you're really, you know, quadrupling the amount of light that you can get with the 910 when you have a 360. So a lot of power coming out of this, and with the high-speed sync capabilities of this, both from a pure support of high-speed sync as well as using super sync that you have with some flash triggering systems like the Yongnuo. I've seen, you know, 3 stops difference between the high-speed sync available from the 910 versus the 360. So I'll try to put some sample shots in the video for that as well. So overall, great addition to your flash kit. I highly recommend it. You know, a lot of great power, helps you out when you're trying to, you know, work outside, overpower the sun, but also indoors. It's like having a portable little studio flash almost. So really happy with the purchase, and you know, I think you will too. If you have any questions, please feel free to post those in the comment sections. I'll have additional example shots and information on my blog, and that's davidcarrico.blogspot.com, and I'll put that address at the end of the video as well. So happy shooting. Thanks.